Welcome to your Daily Boost 365 podcast. My name is Erica V, and I am here with my friend Texroy Elliott. I'm an entrepreneur with over 30 years of experience. I'm also a mom, so I know something about our subject, which is, are you putting yourself first or last? So here's Texroy, and he is a businessman. He's a promoter, and I always say the smartest man that I ever met. So what's up, Texroy?
Big up, bless up. Thanks for the enormous compliment, because that's an enormous compliment. Anyway, and like I always say, it's the beautiful and intelligent Erica. Erica, go ahead and take it away, ladies before gentlemen.
All right, thank you. So are you putting yourself first or last? So of course, I always say I'm speaking about women because that's typically who I'm around. But I know in my own life and with working with women that we tend to put everyone else before ourselves. So as an example, if you were to go to the store, like Target, what happens? So let's say if I were to go in there and I'm like, I'm going to go buy myself, let's say some socks, right? What happens? You get the shopping cart, you start going, oh, my daughter needs this, my man needs this, the house needs this. You spend all this time, you fill the cart, you get to the checkout, you get to the car, and what happened? You never bought yourself the socks, right? Because you started thinking of others. So I will say that's one example. What do you think? Do you think, Texroy, what do? Are you putting yourself first or last, or do you have some opinion on this?
Well, in my opinion, a smart person should put themselves first. Because you can be a slave to stupidity. When I say that, I say like a person that will give away their last is kind of like stupidity. But however, who am I to judge? Because I sometimes do that. So I guess I can be stupid too. And I see a lot of other people that would be considered stupid. However, the topic is, are you putting yourself first or last? Anybody that's a kind person, it's just in us. I consider myself to be a kind person. When it comes to certain things, especially like material, of course, I'm not going to be as stupid to give up more than I can give up. I'll give up what I can in a good amount of time. That's me. But you should always put yourself first, regardless. It's boundaries in everything. You should have boundaries in anything. When you don't have no boundaries, that's when you don't know how to say the word no. So you put yourself last. Some people go hungry just to please the next person. Well, that's me to an extent. I'm not gonna give my last and starve. So that's out of the question. But I consider myself to be giving. I consider myself to put myself last in certain situation. But I have the sense to never put me dead last. You gotta.
You said about the boundaries. I wonder if it's a man versus woman thing, because I know that that's a big thing of why I think that women don't say no to all the volunteer work, to all the things they don't want to.
Oh, women say no now. That's not true.
So what?
Women will say no. Matter of fact, a man will be more kind than a woman. What you mean, woman?
Wait. Hold up.
Women will say no, but not all of them. Not all of them.
What? Wait, I was talking about volunteer opportunities. What are you talking about?
You said something about finding it hard to say no. I heard you said that. Didn't you say that? You didn't? Because women
volunteer opportunities.
You go to the bar, you tell a woman buy you a drink, they ain't gonna buy you that easy. They gotta like you or something. They gotta know you for all their life. They don't like it, especially when it comes to money.
I'm talking about church volunteer
they
in
will
school.
say no.
listen, hold up. I'm talking about church volunteering, school volunteering. You're talking about a bar.
What's the difference? I'm just saying that for the most part, we're talking about basically being a kind person, putting yourself last because you want to
Wait,
please the world. It's
hold
a lot
on.
of us in this world like that, and it's good to be. Um, I'm not. I enjoy being kind, and I'm not going to allow the world to make me not be kind because you got in this world, man. You got some people they will take and take and take. They don't want to give. They get to thrive off just taking, asking, and asking. And sometimes, if you say no to these type people, you see another side of them.
True. But
So,
wait, let's back up for a minute, please.
mhm.
All right. So I was saying about boundaries and how you were saying that people have to have boundaries. And I was saying that I think the boundaries are important. And that might be the issue as why so many women don't say no to volunteering. So they'll volunteer for church, the school, they work a full-time job, they got the kids, they got all this stuff, and they're like overwhelmed because they don't say no. And you're not about some women say no if you want. What women are you buying a drink
Well,
for?
you the one. Why? Why? Because you didn't say people. You said woman. That's a whole nother. You understand? It's different from saying a woman and a man. Because a man can do that too. A
We
man
need to rewind this.
volunteer things too. You didn't say. So I was just giving my opinion based on how a woman is. Women don't give up nothing that easy. No, they don't. It got to be some type of motive behind the woman giving up. Women don't give up.
What do you
Women believe that the man should give up everything. So
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you're talking about.
I don't think so.
No, but yes, I do think so. You said that the woman will go to church and they'll volunteer this and volunteer that. You also got
Because
some
of
kind
lack of
man that can
boundaries.
do it. Is my point. Am I right or am I wrong?
I don't know any men who are doing all that.
Oh, well, they are. And if you don't know none, don't be naive enough to believe that out
I'm
of 7
saying,
billion people in this world, that some of these people with these traits
all
ain't a
right,
man.
no
Ain't a man.
offense to the men watching or listening. I'm just saying I'm hanging out with women, so I don't know. I'm just saying I see a lot of women who are overwhelmed and not saying no because of lack of boundaries. That's
Well,
all
you
I'm
can't
saying.
be one track minded when it comes to these topics. We have to be broad. So when you say that, I have to say go off what you said. You said woman, not So
And I'm
and it's a
saying
lot
the
of
lack
my
of
point is
boundaries.
it's a lot of people like that. It's not just women.
All right. So in general,
Mm.
people don't overwhelm themselves with not saying no to volunteer opportunities because lack of boundaries, but also they don't want to ruffle people's feathers. They don't want anyone to be upset with them. So they just keep saying yes and yes, even if it's putting a hardship on them with not
Yeah.
being able to get proper rest and everything. So I'm saying I think that's because they don't want people to be upset with them. They don't want hurt feelings. They don't want to have any issues, drama, right? I
Most
think.
times, sometimes, most times, but you still have to say no sometime. I'm telling you. I'm a kind person. Sometimes I will tell you no though, because I'm not gonna allow anyone to take disadvantage of me. Like
Yeah.
some people, I don't know if they don't got the sense or they don't got the conscience. I don't know what it is. But if you allow that, that's just what will happen. And so you have to always have boundaries. You know what I mean? Like I said,
It's
I give material. We all gonna leave here without it. We going back the same way we came in. You know what I mean? So we
Yeah.
just have to enjoy. Material is for convenient to make your life convenient. It's not to treasure.
So you're talking about giving of material things, and I was talking about giving of time.
Mm. Only time. Well, that most times when you're giving your time, it comes out to that. Most things people give is material things. Most times, you know what I mean. People lend their time too, but their time it don't what it do cost. Lot of us don't even see it at the moment, so
Yeah.
they don't know that you can with the half an hour you spending giving your time to somebody else. That half an hour you could be spent doing so much for you. So,
Right.
but normally don't think they just think it is as free time. Time you can't get back. do have to value people's time. So, for the most part, I'm just thinking on the materialistic
Right.
side of things,
Yeah. You know
Mhm.
what else though I was thinking about too? Like now I can't. Okay, so parents or people in general, people who are busy, I see. Well, I speak with women. I got to talk about women. I can't do this talk about men because I don't know.
No, I just talk in general because it's
Can't.
the cap fit.
I
You
can't do
don't
it.
know. Oh,
Listen, I was gonna be. I was gonna be
what
talking
you
about
trying to impress me?
what.
Listen, impress me. What impresses me is the truth.
I'm talking about. I was talking about makeup. So how am I going to talk about that in general?
All right, well, you know what's what.
All right, what I was gonna say is that sometimes women, they're so busy, can't do it.
You can't. What a word. I thought we don't use that word. What's the name of can't?
Oh
I don't know that
crap!
definition.
I'm trying, but my point, I have to just say it. Let me just say it, and then you talk the rest of it.
Mm.
I was just saying that sometimes women aren't going to get their hair done or get to do makeup in the morning or do stuff because they're so busy taking care of children or getting ready for work or prepping food, doing all this stuff that they put them before themselves, is what I was saying. And you said something to me the other day. Do you remember what you said?
Mhm.
You don't remember
What?
what you said when I'm here? I'm
Nope.
here. I'm on a trip right now, right? And you said to me that I should take time for myself because I'm always doing for others, taking care of you, the kids, all this stuff. So you told me to take time for me. Remember?
Hmm.
Do you
Hmm.
remember saying that?
Hmm.
Yeah. So I think that women, sometimes we need a reminder that it's okay to do for yourself. It's not a bad thing. And I think it actually teaches those around you and the kids that you are valuable. But sometimes we might not think we're so valuable and we're just pouring everything to everyone else. So we put ourselves last. And then we're so tired at the end of the day that we can't do things. I don't know. Do you agree or not?
To an extent, but naturally we have to put ourselves first. It might look like we putting ourselves last, but when it boils down to it, there is a difference. We have to put ourselves first in a lot of ways. Okay, so I do understand that having kids comes with certain obligations. You know what I mean? Even though it's not really obligation because we still have an option, but as being a part of being a good parent, we do these things which is required, and because we're busy doing these things, it makes us feel like we're putting ourselves last. You know what I mean? A kid needs love, they need time, they need material, they need things to keep them happy. So, most times as a parent, trying to be a good parent, we want to the best for our kids. So, but when it's all said and done, when it's time for you, you're gonna take that time. Even if it's to tell those kids, listen, it's mommy time now. Or we're gonna take it. This mommy time, is daddy time. So automatically we have to put ourselves first because we have to recoup to be able to repeat, which is taking care of kids and loved ones. So,
Yeah.
but I do understand what you're saying for the most part, because sometimes we go the extra, and this extra is where we probably spoil our kids. We going
Oh.
overboard all to please them, so we don't have these no boundaries. It's all about making our kid happy or the person that we're with happy. So we put our feelings to the side or certain things to the side for as long as we can till we have no more option but to give ourselves time, because ourselves demands our time, whether
Yes.
we like it or not. So
Hmm.
but um you
That's when
know
you get a cold. That's what I believe. You get sick, you get a cold, and it's because your body needed
yeah,
to
burn
rest.
yourself out like that.
Yes, yes,
And it
yes.
also happened mentally too, because there comes a time when a parent will flip out on their kid like, ho now, ho, you now go to the room, or you go over there, or you this. It's my time. We all people, all of us parents go through that, especially
Mhm.
the ones that love hard. That really got a conscience when it comes to kids, because some of us do, some don't. So some people, they're like, man, it's all about me.
Mhm.
And whenever I get to you, I get to you. You know, them is not the best of parents, but it is what it is, man. But at the end of the day, you have to put you first. You know what I mean? You can't if you don't put you first, you can't put nobody else first.
Mhm.
You
And
ain't gonna
I know you like the analogy that I give, but we've talked about several times on the podcast is that on the airplane they tell you to put the mask on you first before the kid because they know that
right.
you're going to get so wrapped up in taking
Perfect
care of
example.
those kids that you forget about yourself.
Perfect
So
example.
make
Can't be a
sure.
better example.
Mhm.
So
So make
that
sure you
boils
pour
down to
into
you have to
yourself.
take care of you first,
Yes.
regardless.
Yes. So if you're out there listening some of these things resonate with you and your calendar is so busy because you're running here and there, put some time on your calendar for you. Make sure that you are taking care of you because you know that saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. So make sure that you pour into yourself so that you can give to others. You have
The
anything
topic
else?
is what again?
Are you putting yourself first or last?
All right. So stemming off basically the same thing. Time management means everything. It means
Yeah.
everything in a household and it means every single thing in business. All
Mhm.
about time management. No one manage that time. Don't
Mhm.
take that simple.
Yeah.
Time management. Time management.
Mhm.
Practice that.
Oh,
Make it
yeah.
be effective in that. You'll be
Mm.
surprised, man. I don't know if we did this topic before, but
We did. We like talking about this one.
yeah, like it's if we use including myself, we all guilty of it. We might be sitting here being hard workers and really thinking that we really using our time to a high degree or to the best of our ability, which you know that's what we assume. But when it comes down to it, if you really write down your day and really manage it, you'll be surprised, man, how much you can get done in one day.
Yeah.
In even one day. You know, I
Yeah.
need to really tighten up on that. You know, I'm guilty of it. We all are. You too.
Me?
We all are. We
Not me.
not you, Erica. I'm talking about
No.
anybody, everybody else watching this. We all guilty. Only if we understood the power of utilizing our time
Yes.
to the fullest.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. You got
man.
it. You have a
We
lot
just
more time than you think. A lot of times
yes,
we
yes,
don't
it
do
is.
stuff
Yes, it is.
because of overwhelm, though. Like we think
we
that
we
it's going to take
we
too long
use most of our time to
here.
leisure. We gotta go hard, man. If you want to be successful, you gotta go hard when you're
So,
utilizing your time. That's
in
another
my
topic though, but I just want to.
Yeah, we should talk about this time. But this is go to planmytimesheet.com and I have a free Canva template on there and a video of how you can get more things done without being overwhelmed. So
Right.
that's planmytimesheet.com in case anyone wants a resource for that. But yeah, we got to make ourselves a priority, I think is what it boils down to. So we'd love to know from our listeners and our viewers, what did you learn from this one? And were you making yourself a priority or are you going to change some stuff up? So do you have any final thoughts, Texroy?
The topic is: are you putting what yourself first or last?
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you put yourself first. Put yourself first. Because if you don't put yourself first, best believe that you ain't gonna be able to put nobody else, not even second. Because without you to be you need to put yourself first to be in the position to put
Yeah.
anyone else
Mm-hmm.
ahead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, just understand the power in putting you first, making sure that you're okay, so you can making sure everything around you okay.
Mm-hmm. And don't feel guilty about it.
Well,
Don't feel
no,
guilty. All
yeah,
right, guys.
the logical side of things, the logical side.
You know what? I almost forgot to say something. Do you have a copy of our book?
Oh yeah, yeah. That book, we've been getting good feedback on this book.
Yes.
Good
Yes.
feedback. Tell me where to get it, Erica.
yourdailyboost365.com. It's also available at barnesandnobles.com, walmart.com, lots of places, but you can just go to our website, yourdailyboost365.com, and we'll ship it out to you. If you buy this book, or when you buy the book, send us a screenshot of the receipt or a picture of you of the book, and we'll let you into our book club.
It's a good read, you know, phrases, mantras,
Yes.
and just overall wise words, wisdom. It's a whole bunch of wise words collected, put in one. So I always say you could use it as a reference. You might be even having a bad day in business or a bad day just in general. I strongly believe that if you pick that book up and just get the reading, it enlighten you on basically things that you already know. That's one thing about this book that I like. The things that you know, it reassures you, like, wow, you know what I mean? So, it'll be worth it. Knowledge is power. So
yeah, you got it. Okay, go to yourdailyboost365.com, order your book, and wherever you're listening to this, please subscribe. See you next time. Bye.
Big up, big up.
Don't forget to hit the bell, hit the subscribe button so you will be notified when our next podcast drops.